Hey, Laura Roeder here. I'm here in a hotel room in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I thought, while I'm here with the world's worst lighting, I might as well take advantage of it and make a video for you. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And I wanted to make a video about why I go to so many conferences, because I'm here at yet another marketing conference at Jeff Walker's Product Launch Formula Live. I go to his conference, I go to most of the Guru Mastermind conferences. I've been to Yannick Silver's Underground conference. I don't think I'm a total conference junkie, but I definitely do like to go to them. And I think they've been really important in my business. And when I think back on the things I've learned about online business and marketing, if I actually remember where I learned something, which is usually difficult, but if I can remember where I learned it, it was almost always at a conference. And there's two main reasons why I love going to conferences and why I think they're well worth the time and the money and the travel and all that annoyance. The first big reason I like to go to conferences is that you're forced to learn, right? Because it's easy to buy an info product and not go through the whole thing, or it's easy to buy an info product and not make the time in your life to, attend the live calls, attend the Q&A calls, whatever you get. With an event, if I'm going to show up for a weekend, right? If I book a hotel and book a plane ticket, I'm not going to show up at the event and not learn from the event. You know what I mean? Some events you go more for the networking, and that's fine. But events where you know there's going to be good teaching, like this event, I definitely go through the teaching, and I'm definitely very attentive and take notes, and I'm a good, eager student. So it just forces you, right? I've taken 3 days out of my life, so I'm going to show up for those 3 days and I'm going to learn things. And that's really, really important. Of course, the second big reason that I find live events valuable is meeting people, meeting new people, meeting people face to face that I've met online. There's something about meeting people face to face that you're just so in with them after you've met face to face. You just have this. It sounds funny, right? Because that used to be how we met everyone. But now that it's so common to know so many people online, when you meet someone in person, it's like, I like you and you're cool and we hit it off. And that just, you know that you're cool, right? It just adds a really extra level to the relationship. And I've met a lot of people at marketing conferences that are good friends of mine. And for me, it's less about meeting JV partners. So a JV partner joint venture is somebody who maybe they mail their list for you and you mail your list for them. And honestly, I don't really market that way and I don't really run my business that way. So for me, it's less about JV partners, but more about one, just having successful friends. I think is really important. When I have a friend and they've done a 6-figure launch, I'm like, okay, somebody I know did that, right? And maybe they'll give me advice, maybe they won't, but just surrounding myself with that caliber of people is really important. Also, of course, they do give me advice. I can send them an email or call them if I have a quick question, or they can connect me with people who can be JV partners. They can let me run a guest post on their blog. They can maybe invite me to speak at their conference. All that stuff happens from knowing people, and there's no better place to meet people and cement those friendships than at live events. So that's why I'm here at Jeff Walker's Product Launch Formula Live. That's why I love going to live events. And if you've never made that investment of time and money, because I know it can be very expensive, I really suggest that you go for it. It's also a good way to sort of force yourself. If you're going to spend the time and money, you're going to make use of it, right? It's a good motivation. So if you've been thinking about going to any events, I would really suggest that you take a leap and go. I find them very, very valuable. So again, I'm Laura Roeder, and that's why I love marketing events.